Okay, so it's the morning. I just took a shower and I have my coffee, and I got really big news yesterday. I got into a master's. So I'm going to Toronto to do my master's in gallery curatorial and art criticism, and I'm very excited, very nervous because it's Toronto. But yeah, so that's the really big news for me. And I also got full scholarship, so that's awesome. Plus an offer for an assistantship. So full scholarship plus job. I'm very excited. Um, very nervous. I'm currently living in small town Bonnyville, Alberta. So from here, from Bonnyville to Toronto is gonna be fun. It's gonna be very fun. Very nervous, but yeah. So it's March right now, and we're planning on moving to Toronto in like late July, August kind of thing. Like have everything there for August, very beginning of August, and then school starts uh in September. It's all gonna be very exciting. But for now, for the next coming while, I'm just gonna be enjoying this small town life for a little bit longer, and then we're off to the big city again. I grew up in Winnipeg, so it has always been just the plan to live in a small town for just a little while, for a year, before we move back to a city again. When I say we, I mean me and my husband. But yeah, we both got into good schools. We're gonna do our masters together. So yeah.
As usual, some of these are new launches, while others are just a really nice boost when you're almost in a bare nail mood.
Okay, time to do my makeup. I'm thinking of cutting my bangs again, but we will see. Tonight I have pottery class, so very excited for that. I go to the studio every week, sometimes more, and it's been nice. I'm very excited by the idea of doing school again, but also at the same time absolutely terrified. I have this thing where I consistently think that I'm the absolute worst at something. I always just assume that I'm the dumbest or the least knowledgeable, and it's not. It's good to be humble, but it's pretty bad to just think of yourself in that way, and I'm trying not to do that. I am very excited to be in a city again. It'll be really nice to actually have more coffee shops or places to go. I will miss small town though. Right now, we live by a lake, and we're just surrounded by amazing neighbors. And I don't know, I find here it's just so much easier to just randomly talk to people. Whereas in the city, small talk is weird. It's almost weird because just walking around Bonnyville, it's just expected that you say hello or good morning to everyone you walk past on the sidewalk. Whereas you don't do that in the city. There's too many people. You don't chat with people in the grocery store or anything like that. Not as much, anyways. But even though I'm nervous, I'm very excited. So it's very complex mixture of feelings. Throughout university and throughout school, I've had good grades and a decently good reputation amongst professors and things like that. Yet even with that, I have this thing where I'm just so convinced I'm a bad writer. even though everything I do is writing, and I study the arts, and I do my best with research and things like that, I'm just convinced that I'm bad at everything I like to do. Even though I got a scholarship now, even though I got like awards and things like that, I'm still so convinced that, I don't know, maybe they got the name wrong or something like that. Like, it's really annoying. It's really, really annoying, but I don't know. I hope to grow out of it sooner rather than later. And just actually believe that, you know what, maybe I'm good at what I do. I'm good at what I like. Even with beading, like, majority of what I've been filming every single day is me beading. And I don't know, I still feel like I'm horrible at things. I still feel like I'm terrible at painting and pottery and all of these things I'm trying to do, and it prevents me from, I guess, trying harder. Because if I try hard and if I commit to buying the expensive product or buying the expensive material, I'm just gonna waste it. It's gonna be wasted on me. And it's a terrible, really frustrating thing to have constantly echoing in your head. But with that said, I do my very best to not let that hold me back. And hey, I applied for a master's. That's great. That's awesome. That means I do believe in myself to some extent. So that's good. And I got in, and I got a scholarship. And I'm gonna do some more writing, and I'm gonna continue making things and making art. Yeah. But yeah, definitely when I got that email, I just went into absolute emotional frenzy of just absolute ecstasy, and also just so much nerves and fear. But everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Everything will always be okay. Nothing wrong will ever happen, ever. The biggest thing I concern myself with moving is how lonely it's gonna be. Because I'm not that good at making friends. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm really bad at talking to people. And I'm always just so nervous and so anxious in social settings. So I just tend to stay quiet, and I just tend to just listen. And I don't know, I really want friends. I really want to make friends. I really want to make friends in Toronto. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just worried if I could, I guess. Or if I'm just gonna be so isolated in such a big city. That's probably my biggest concern, feeling isolated in such a big city. That's just so lonely. Whereas here, I made friends almost immediately because I was the new person in town. And everyone just started talking to me, and like, the first week I got here, I was immediately invited to the pottery club, and neighbors came and talked to me and things like that. And like, the grocery store was full of conversations at the produce aisle and things like that. Whereas that's not gonna happen in Toronto. I know that's not gonna happen. So my head is just like, well, how else am I gonna make friends if they don't approach me? I have to approach people. I know I do. I just don't want to. But I do want to, because I don't want to be lonely. We'll see. But I got in. I got into the school that I want. I got into the program that I want. I got the scholarship, and everything will be good. So yeah, that's what I keep on telling myself that over and over and over again. It's like my morning mantra. And one of these days, I will believe it. I'm catching that my thoughts today are a little bit more negative. Well, not negative, but far more anxious and nervous than yesterday. Because yesterday, when I got the news that I got accepted and full scholarship, I was screaming. Like screaming and calling every one of my phone contacts and texting. And so I think what's happening is today I'm just like kind of falling off of that. And now it's just like all of the details, like moving boxes and you have no friends in Toronto and things like that. So now it's just the balance out of the really high ecstasy of yesterday, which is fine. That's normal. But I need to be careful with that train of thought. So I'm going to hop off that train and I'm going to continue to be very happy about all of this and all this new opportunity and this new path that has been laid out for me. And today I am very excited to go spend the evening in the studio making pottery. So very happy for that. Yay. Finished my makeup. This is the face for the day. I am gonna respond to a bunch of emails so I'm gonna respond to some emails, work stuff, as well as some personal stuff, because I got a lot of really sweet messages yesterday after calling and texting a bunch of people. So I'm gonna respond to those. I'm gonna do some work. I'm gonna clean up, do some more work, and I'll probably show you guys some of the beading that I've been finishing up. Yeah, yay.
Or you could, even if you wanted to like leave it thicker and make some like flower petal things or something. Or like leave, and then it's easy to make a foot. You use like the corn, you know, the things you poke into the corn. So take that same slice.
Wow, super cool. It's nice. And even these ridges around it.
Okay, I just got back home. I'm whispering because my husband's already asleep, but it was a really good night of pottery. I'm very, very happy. Yeah, I just spent the night sculpting my flowers, and it's just so nice to be in a room doing your own thing and everyone else is doing their own thing, and just the small casual conversations that just make my week. And I'm just very happy and I'm very grateful for this town. One of the ladies there, she gives me a ride home every once in a while, so I got a ride from her and it was really good. And one of the other students there, he complimented me and just said, like, I'm a really good sculptor, and we're all just good vibes, and we're all complimenting each other's work. It's like, oh wow, you made this, and like, oh, I am so happy that for you that worked out, and things like that. And we're all experimenting, and I'm just really happy to be in this town. Yeah, and so it's really funny to think back when I was crying at the idea that I'm moving away from my home in Winnipeg and I'm coming to Bonnyville. What am I gonna do in Bonnyville? I was crying and crying. No, I was just really scared. I was really scared to be here. And now I'm really scared to go to Toronto. And I'm really happy here. And so, what's to say I won't be really happy in Toronto? But yeah, so I'm just glad. I'm just glad and grateful. Tonight, I'm gonna do some more beading, get myself a little bit more tired, listen to some music, drink some tea, and then I'll go to bed. But yeah, today was a really, really good day.
Local data center capacity, and it's really even more disheartening to see that they are very taking advantage of the fact that these people, they have like a little bit more of a lacking understanding of what having a data, like if you let us put this shiny new data center in the middle of your farmland, guess what, how we understand the self and other